right.
Hello.
Hello. We are back. Welcome to Elvis Fans Matter. We're going.
If you don't care, it don't matter.
We're going.
All right.
We're going to answer some more questions. That's what we're going to do. If I can get her to.
All right. So we left off on the last video.
We did?
The phone, you were saved by the bell.
Saved by the bell.
Cell phone was going off, but you got out of it. But we were talking about Joe, Marty, Charlie, and you, and talking about the height.
It would have been Charlie.
I wouldn't.
So
Y'all
Charlie-
would, but I wouldn't.
Charlie
Talk
was the shortest. Marty, Billy, and Joe.
Okay.
Look, I wasn't going to let them outdo me. Facts, I got on stilts one time.
No,
I was taller than Elvis.
yeah, but one time they just lifted you up by your arms where you were
No.
up to their level.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Billy, did you ever work at Graceland at approximately 1993 in the mansion on tour? Somebody said they remembered seeing you, but you didn't work there in the 90s.
No.
You worked there
no.
in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
From 82 to 84.
All right.
And it couldn't take no more.
And I guess couldn't.
It just couldn't take no more. No, I was just kidding.
Do you keep in contact with Patsy Presley?
We used to, but
Not lately.
we hadn't in a long time. We were very close,
Yeah.
really close, and especially Billy and Patsy were real close, and I was close to Patsy too, and Gigi
Mm-hmm.
when she was married to Gigi.
But hadn't seen in years.
Hadn't seen Patsy
Or
since.
talked to her, you know, so.
I don't guess we've seen Patsy since right after Elvis passed away.
Yeah, it's been
A long time.
yeah.
We used to, Patsy and Becky Yancey and Patsy Lacker and me, we used to hang out and go to lunch together, you know, because Becky and Patsy were his secretaries,
Okay.
and we would go to lunch. We'd go up there and go to lunch with them.
This follower says, I noticed that on Elvis's right hand, his little finger is slightly curved.
Yeah.
Did he break it at some point, or was he just born and it was like
Yes,
that?
he did. He broke it.
He broke it.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you break? Playing football?
We were playing touch football, and one of the, in fact, it was from Whitehaven. Henderson, I believe, was his name. Anyway, he had broke loose and, broke and run. Yeah, I know what you're going to
I
say.
was waiting for him to say that. That's a southern
But
slang
he
thing. Broke and run.
broke loose, was running for the end zone, and Elvis was chasing him, and right when he thought he was going to get to the end zone, Elvis dove and tried to touch him, and he fell on his finger and broke it. And that's a good story, because of course that ended the ball game right then.
Right.
So we went on to the hospital, and they set it, and
I get
they
lightheaded
set it,
thinking
and then
about
they
it.
put the cast on there and all, and the doctor had put the cast up over his wrist and all. And I really don't know why, when he could have just put it to his wrist. But anyway, that was the doctor, And Elvis said, he said, Doc, he said, have you got to put it up that high? And the doctor said, look, Mr. Presley, he said, I don't tell you how to sing. So you don't have to tell me how to put a cast on. Elvis said, yes, sir, you're right. He said, but you don't have to listen to me sing, but I do have to wear your damn cast.
He was always quick-witted.
Oh, he was quick-witted.
Quick-witted.
Yes, he was, boy.
No, he was stuck with it. Did he cut it down some after he got out of there?
No.
He'd be like Billy. Elvis probably cut it down himself, but
I don't remember him cutting it down. No,
you don't
no.
remember him?
I
I know
stayed.
Billy. Billy had a cast because his knee was hurt. Was that that was before we went to Hawaii and you got it hurt again. You had that
Yeah.
cast on, and we lived at Graceland, and
Yeah.
Billy bored holes all in that cast because he said, this thing it's making my leg itch. And I said, you better leave it alone because, you know, the doctor's going to get all over you when you, because it was all the way up and his knee all the way down to his ankle. So he took the drill and bored him some holes in it and took a clothes hanger and would scoot down in there and scratch his leg.
Well, the old fool could have given me something for itching.
Yeah, Billy said, well, I'm telling you, he said, I'm going to the doctor today. And he said, when I come back, he said, he's either going to cut this off or it's going to be some more holes in it next time. And so when he got back from the doctor, I heard bump coming in because he had like a boot thing on it. I said, well, what did the doctor say? He said, don't even ask. I said, what? He said he put a whole damn new cast on it and said if I bored holes in these, he was going to put another one on there. So he had to wear it for a while longer.
Yeah.
Ooh. I can't. Yeah, down in those.
I know.
It would get the itches so bad. I think they had that cotton.
And it was in the summertime too.
Yeah.
You know, it was.
It just got the itches so bad. You know, I just figured I'd get a little relief.
No.
Of course, the doctor